Welcome to Donington Park. Now, Donington Park is one of my favourite circuits of the entire year, and here we are for the Caterham Racing, also supporting the trucks, pickup trucks, and those amazing legends as well. So lots of racing to enjoy. Now, you may have tuned in expecting me to have raced. Now, I've got some kind of tough news. I've decided I'm going to end my race season one race weekend early, and I won't be racing here at Donington. However, I am here to enjoy the paddock and the racing as always. And what we're going to do slightly differently this time, we're going to follow some of the top drivers from each of the three classes, and let's see how they get on during this weekend. I hope you do enjoy it. I certainly am as well. Thank you to Caterham graduates. They have given me a most wonderful home to enjoy my motorsport, whether on the circuit or just in and around the paddock. So thank you, everybody. Wow, and what an amazing start that was for the 135s. Well done, grads, that was epic. So let's start by riding on board with James McCall in the Sigma 135 class. James making a great getaway there from third row on the grid, finding some gaps into the first corner, red gate. Up into fourth place, Ben Buckley leading the race, Si Short in second and David Reed in third. Forward a few laps and Si Short is now in the lead of the race, and James is here attacking for that first position. Si leaving the door slightly open, that's all James needs to say thank you very much and into first place. James's car is equipped with this great 360 camera, so let's swing round and have a look at the pack behind. You really get some perspective here of how close Caterham Racing truly is. All of the cars there giving each other the space they need to make it safely through the chicane. Most of the race was actually being fought between James and Ben Buckley. They each held the lead on no less than 10 occasions each. Here's one lap of the fabulous Donington Park circuit to show you how close the racing was between the two of them. James picking up a slipstream into the chicane, Ben making sure he makes it through the chicane so he gets a good drive out down the start-finish straight and into Redgate. James positioning his car so he can get the maximum tow through Hollywood and the Craner curves. Through the old hairpin. Up through Starkey's Bridge. Picking up a good tow, not quite enough on this occasion for James to make a move as we enter McLean's. Along the back straight there, and you can see the jets taking off from the East Midlands Airport, which is just the other side of the fence, and picking up enough tow to make a pass through Coppice. But Ben having a good drive out of Coppice and making a move along the straight towards the chicane and doing enough to stay in front on this occasion. Forward a couple of laps, the last lap board is out. Unfortunately, after this fantastic battle, Ben just slightly over the limit into Redgate, just losing the back of the car there, and James taking first position for now at least. And this is now going to build into one of the closest three-way finishes that I've ever witnessed in Caterham Racing. We're now heading into the old hairpin, but make no mistake, the mid-corner speed of this corner is well over 70 miles an hour. And approaching a back marker there, we head into Starkey's Bridge and David Reed alongside now for the lead. Working together side by side up and into McLean's, David takes the lead. James picking up a toe along the back straight and into Coppice. It's all about positioning the car now to pick up that toe and head down to the chicane. And now Cy Shaw is joining the fun on the back of this train. James leading the pack through the chicane for the final time, David picking up his toe and Cy with a massive double toe. And we head out onto the start finish straight for the final time, and it's across the line, all 3 cars together. It's a photo finish. Right, I'm here with James McCall, and James, we've just had the first of 2 races from this weekend, and as a spectator, my word, that was something to watch. How did you find that one?
Yeah, I would say that's got to be one of the best races so far this season for me. Everyone was maximum attack from lap 1 pretty much, wheel to wheel for 25 minutes. Everyone was giving space, but you know, just without a doubt the most enjoyable race I've had.
And this is the thing with Caterham racing. I think the Caterhams do it better than no other. That closeness of the racing, that group at the front. Well, there's probably 5 or 6 of you running in that front pack, and you were changing positions the whole way through. Yeah, and it was no one was getting away. It was just constantly swapping positions, trying different lines, and we were holding each other up a little bit. But it was one of those races where everyone just says, right, there's no playing games. We're just going to all go for it, and that's what everyone did. Brilliant.
And yeah, when I crossed the line, I didn't know whether I was first, second, or third.
So, how much separates the top 3?
Well, I think they said they can only time to 1/1000th of a second, and that wasn't good enough. So they had to get rulers out and look at various photos left, right, and centre. Which, as a result, I think they've amended the result 3 times. I think I'm finally ended up second, but still not sure.
I'm really hoping to be able to get that photo to show you, because that's the thing with Caterham racing, and we do see this often. The gap between the first few cars can be so small, but to get 3 cars literally on the line. So in terms of championship, it looks like it puts you champion-elect, James.
I think that's, yes, I'm pretty sure that's the case. I mean, you actually need an A level in maths to figure it out with the drop scores and stuff, but I'm pretty sure it looks very good now, yes.
Brilliant, and it's been terrific watching you throughout this season. And then I guess we've got the second race this afternoon, so what's your starting position for this afternoon?
Starting 3rd in the second race. Might be fun if it's wet, will be fun if it's dry, who knows. Just looking forward to it, really. I mean, I think in that first race, you're not going to see racing in any cars closer than that. 25 minutes, all of us wheel to wheel, and we've all got a car that's in perfect working order.
Brilliant. I guess that probably brings me on to the final questions about the graduates being your place to race and the reasons why.
Well, yeah, I've raced in the Caterham Official Series for a while, and I moved to grads really because I didn't see the point in spending the money to move up to 310 when I could have a season's racing in grads, and I didn't want to spend thousands replacing bits on my car after each meet. So as you said, I'm the 135 champion, or I will be this year. Every race, bar 1 or 2, has been decided on the last lap, has been wheel to wheel, and so far this year I've replaced 1 rear wing.
Wow, there you go.
That tells you what you need to know about grads, that you can race alongside someone for 25 minutes, but the idea is that you both have enough respect to load up your car in operating order at the end of the day.
Fantastic. James, congratulations. Have a brilliant second race this afternoon. It's been great watching you.
Thank you very much.
For your time.
I believe it's come to that time in the show where Steve Thomas tries to do his magic trick. Let's hope he can pull it off. It's all power, it's all smoke. What's this leisure? What's going on? Steve Thomas getting out of his pad. He's on the floor. He's on the mat. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for Steve Thomas. Right double on his dash BS. How on earth is he doing that? I do not want to know. Sliding back down. He's back in there. He's getting the showtime. Stu Oliver doing his best to destroy as much of the rubber and bands on those massive truck tyres.
Oh, I just love it when you're at a race weekend like this. Something impromptu happens like that. They started drifting trucks. Absolutely superb display. Enjoyed by everybody here. Great show. Initially off to a great launch from the front row of the grid there for Harry. Although he missed third gear. See, it can even happen to champions. This drops him back into 5th place overall and 2nd in class. Forward a few laps, we are approaching the chicane, and we know how powerful the toe is along this straight and into the chicane. Picking up the space past Jamie Winrow there. Harry managed to close the gap and join the leading pack. The concertina effect there allowing Harry to get past Simon Goodwin, now up into 3rd spot, 2nd in class, and in front is the class leader Stephen Clark. A huge double toe allows us to get past Jamie Elwood. So now 2nd overall and 2nd in class. And this is what makes grads racing just so good. Harry knows that Jamie will have picked up a toe along the start-finish straight and leaves him that car's width of room on the inside of Red Gate. This allows Jamie past, however Harry positions his car as he knows he'll have another chance to pass down through the Craner curves. And there is close and respectful catering racing. That's what the grads are all about. For the rest of the race, Harry and Stephen Clark fought for that 1st and 2nd spot, often swapping positions once or twice during the lap. And let's join Harry on the final lap and take a moment to watch his technique. Next you'll hear from Harry when I have a chat with him after the race about how he initially learned to drive in the simulator, and that got him used to catching slides, and you can see just how comfortable Harry is with the car right on the limit. Turning the car in and then controlling that slide with the power and steering input right the way through the corner. The final approach to the chicane, Harry gets alongside Stephen Clark. Harry picking up a good toe. There's a back marker in front that might have just hampered progress. 2nd place overall and in class. Well done, Harry. So here I am with Harry Senior, and Harry, how does it feel to be 2021 Sigmax champion?
I don't know. I can't describe it. It hasn't really sunk in yet, you know. Racing all year just for this moment, and I've never won a championship before. I don't really know how I'm meant to enjoy it properly. Don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Fantastic. And the trophy cabinet must be getting larger and larger, so we see you on the podium frequently, shall we say.
Yeah.
Really well done. And I guess I have been lucky enough to share the track with you, but sometimes in the virtual world as well.
Yeah, no, it's how I started, really. I mean, right. I only started racing when I was 17, 18, okay. But before then I'd done thousands of hours of sim racing. So when I first jumped in the car, all those basic skills like how to catch a slide and everything, all of that was already there. So Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I learnt my trade.
So definitely a real value to people that start on the sims. This can be a way to go then.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if you have the right gear, like decent enough gear where you have like a decent force feedback wheel and everything, 100% you'll learn plenty through just sim racing.
Brilliant. And then when it comes to racing in the grads, I've watched some really close racing throughout the season, and particularly here at Donington. I really enjoy the quality of the racing as a driver and to watch. How do you find racing here in the grads?
It's awesome. Caterham racing is the closest racing you'll find pretty much anywhere in the UK, you know, because of how much of a difference the toe makes. It's like, it doesn't necessarily matter if you're quick enough as well. If someone sets a pole time, as long as you're within like 1 second of that, you'll be in that lead group and you'll be fighting for victories no matter what.
Brilliant.
So it's one of the best place to learn racecraft and things like that.
Excellent. And watching that race here at Donington, that front group, you were swapping places, you know, each and every lap. We had that lovely close racing here.
Yeah, I hardly remember half of it. I remember the last corner and that's about it. I know it was close though.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Harry, Sigmax 2021 champion, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time. It was great to see sporting bears here at the event, raising money and also registering interest for dream rides. Now we'll join Jamie Elwood in the Sigma 150 class. The Sigma 150s and the Sigmax race together. However, they are fighting for separate championships with individual podiums and championship points. Away from the front row of the grid, it's a great start from Jamie. This time it's Stephen Clark coming past. Now Stephen is in the Sigmax and he's indicating here, let's work together. They're not racing against each other. Whilst they both want to take the checkered flag, they've got their own individual championship to fight for. If they use each other's toe and work together, can they break the toe of their next nearest competitors in their own class? And it didn't take long, Harry Senior did come past and took the overall lead, but Stephen Clark making a move as we go into the chicane. And as we head into the chicane on this occasion, here comes Jamie Winrow. Now Jamie is in the 150 class, so we are about to lose our first place in class to Jamie. And here we are down the start-finish straight, picking up a good toe from Jamie in front. The two Jamies here fighting for first position in class. Jamie Elwood, however, really quick through Hollywood, over 100 miles an hour, side by side, and we go into the Craner curves there. As you can see, mid-corner speed, well over 110 miles an hour. Dab of the brakes and through the old hairpin at almost 80 miles an hour. Fantastic move. And here we come into the chicane again. We've got Harry and Stephen in front fighting for first and second place in their Sigmax class. Slight correction as we come through the chicane, and the hesitation on getting back on the power was all it took to allow Jamie Winrow and now Simon Goodwin also on his way past as we head into Redgate. We know Jamie Elwood is really quick through this section, picking up a good toe as we head through the Craner curves, working together side by side at 115 miles an hour, two abreast through the Craner curves, and Jamie is through, back into second place in class. This time round is the last lap board, picking up a good toe from Jamie in front, and a slingshot past and through Redgate. We are back in first position in class, third overall. through Hollywood and the Carena curves for one final time. Through Starkist Bridge. Up through McLean's. For one final time into Coppice. We're going to need a good drive out of here. We know that picking up the toe into the chicane is a prime overtaking spot. Jamie moving over to cover the inside line into the chicane, looking for the latest possible braking point. Who's going to brake first? No, they both missed their braking points. We're going to be through the gravel. Jamie Winrow getting a better drive out of the chicane to take first position, and we have finished 4th overall and 2nd in class. Well done, Jamie Elwood. I'm here with Jamie Elwood. Jamie, 150 2021 champion. How does that feel?
It feels wonderful. All this time kind of racing Caterhams and just clinging on to being able to grab these championships by a few points is a great feeling.
Fantastic. And so you mentioned over a few years, this isn't your first rodeo, is it? You've done this for a little while.
I've been racing Caterhams and specifically in the Grads Club since the year 2000, so that's over 20 years ago now. That's 20 years of Caterham racing.
Over 20 years in the Grads. There must be something about choosing this as your place to race then that keeps you coming back, Jamie. What is it?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Caterhams, identical cars, great racing, great close racing, but then the main thing, the social aspects, the family feeling about the club, it's wonderful, and also really good driving standards on track. We can go really close but not lose wings. It's fantastic.
And you know, the first race here at Donington has been exceptional. So exciting to watch as a spectator. That closeness of racing, we had so many changes of position, and your car is here as it started the race. So
yep. Yeah. Well, this track is exactly what Caterhams are built for. That kind of close racing, fast flowing circuits. Really good fun.
And you mentioned about the social side. Isn't it lovely to have a paddock back to, can we say, normality now? We've got the friends in the family back with us, and it's really felt like the good old days to me.
It started to return that way, isn't it? Starting to return to normal, which is a great feeling, because it was a little bit weird kind of racing during COVID and not knowing what you can and can't do. So this is good.
Fantastic. And then we just had a chat, because it's a stunning car. I put a few shots in the video. But how you happened upon this colourway, I thought was really interesting. What was the choice of colours?
Well, I've always tried to go for some day glow orange in all of my racing cars that I've had, and the main thing is so my son can spot me while I'm on track.
And it really does that. I was watching earlier, and it was looking stunning out on track. So congratulations.
Thank you.
150 champion 2021. Here's for the next 20 years of racing then.
Absolutely.
The 135s are just about to come out and the heavens are broken. Guys, I really feel for you. You would have been, I'm sure, dry set up in assembly, and now you're going to have to do the best you can to go and race in this. Donington is a nightmare track in the wet. Have a safe and good race. The truck's providing some good entertainment during the break in racing due to bad weather. Scenes Jeremy Clarkson will be proud to see that's 2 more caravans off the Great British roads. So the guys are out. We've had a delay in the racing. The rain is still coming down, and they're doing 2 green flag laps. This is really tricky conditions. So very best of luck. Well, ladies and gents, that was a masterclass in wet racing. Really well done. And it's just gone 7 o'clock, and there brings to an end a brilliant race meeting for the Caterham graduates here from Donington. I hope you have enjoyed the video as much as I've enjoyed making this one. It's been a wonderful weekend. Please do subscribe to the Caterham Graduates YouTube channel if you've not done so already, and give the video a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you soon.